The AGA 6.4 metre. You could be forgiven for thinking this craft was Italian, but in fact she was designed for an individual named Weber, an Austrian gentleman who wanted the hull specifically and the boat laid out in exactly the way he wanted to do things. He liked the concept of having seating all around the craft, and certainly it's got plenty of seats. There's a wrap-round U-shaped settee berth arrangement in the bow. There's a double seat for the driver and navigator, and then there's a wrap-round bench seat aft. I think the most striking feature about the craft is in fact the seating. The hull is not what we call a deep V, it's a moderate V aft, almost a flattish V aft, going to a deep V forward. The concept for that, or the idea of that for the Austrian, was that he would be running the boat in lakes and calmer sea conditions rather than rushing around jumping waves offshore. So therefore speed was of importance to him, more important to him than actual soft riding capabilities. The idea of having a flatter section aft means that the boat is more efficient and therefore should be faster on top speed, plus of course you're saving fuel because of the efficiency. They were the main concepts behind the design of the craft. It's a nice looking boat. It's certainly different to the layout you'd have or the appearance of a British craft with this very pointed bow which houses the anchor, which is a self-stowing anchor, and it has a very good chine arrangement on the bow which keeps the water down. So she was actually a very dry boat when we tested her. Unfortunately, I would say that the ride was perhaps not as good as some of the offshore craft that we have tried, and certainly there's some 6.5 metre boats that we've had in the British waters that are ridden more smoothly. However, if you were slowing down or not using the craft at high speed in more sheltered conditions, I'm sure it should be an excellent craft. The handling on it was very, very good. We put this boat through some very tight turns, and it handled more like a circuit sports craft than it did an offshore boat. That might be attractive to some people, especially if you're skiing or what have you. With a low wash and what have you, she'd also be very good from a wakeboarder's point of view. Also things like the ski pole, which is standard equipment. So if you wanted to go wakeboarding or skiing, again, it's all about sports use. This is definitely a boat designed for sports use, lake use, or sheltered water use, and it would excel in those conditions with a lot of seating for the people who might want to go with you. I think for the British waters, you'd want to take her out on finer days. But if your use was, as I say, on the continent, perhaps in the lakes where the boat is used a lot, these boats are sold in Scandinavia, they're sold in Germany, they're sold in the Northern Hemisphere in those sort of environments. And of course for that sort of environment she's perfect. I understand that the hull's a deep V forward going back to a moderate V aft.
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
This has been done by the Austrians who want to have the emphasis on performance rather than just on deep V offshore use.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
So Josh, under the seat here, what have we got? It looks like a locker.
Yeah, you've got a locker underneath here for storage and everything like that.
Okay, and that's a dry locker.
Yeah, and that's a fully dry locker and everything.
And what have you got under the stern seat there? It looks like there's a separate locker there.
Yeah, underneath the stern seat back here, you've got more storage and your battery and everything, and you've also got your fresh water tank underneath there.
Ah, yes.
Which is a 40 litre fresh water tank, and situated on the transom here is the power shower.
Aha.
So
just what you need in weather like this with rain and wind and
exactly,
nice cold shower. Yes.
Exactly, yeah, nice cold shower.
Excellent. But I imagine this is more of a hot climate boat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's designed for summer use. So.
And then aft here, you've got a bathing platform of sorts.
Yeah, you've got a bathing platform that's got a ladder and everything with good grab handles for getting on and off with.
Yep. I see there's plenty of space back there, so you can actually walk around out there.
Yeah, it's very easy, and you can have a shower back there, and also you can lean up against the A-frame as well, so you feel secure and stuff when you're on the.
And on this unusual looking device on the top there, what's that for?
The stainless steel V. That's designed for hanging off club burgees and things like that.
Okay, so it's not a ski pole?
No, it's not a ski pole. Your ski pole's here.
Okay.
Which is built into the rear back seat.
It's very unusual, this upholstery. Is there any particular thinking behind why it's done in this way with this creased leather look?
It was just designed to make it look luxury. Right. A luxury boat, really. So often with a lot of roofs and stuff, you find that they've just got a jockey console and lines, and this has been designed sort of luxury and
Yep.
nice families and stuff in mind.
It's good. If we go forward, I notice it's got pop-up cleats as well.
Yeah, it's got recessed cleats and everything, which just pull up like that.
That's good. Yep.
Also, you sit very low in the stern here as well. When you sit down, people,
you're well protected.
Females and children and stuff feel very comfortable here and very safe.
Yeah.
So it's sort of designed around families, and you've got good handrails to hold on and everything as well.
And is that a 2 or 3? Is that designated 2 or 3 man?
It can be 2 or sort of 3 children. 2 sort of adults, 3 children.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So going forwards,
yeah,
we have a cushion system here, which is unusual. Could you like to show me how that functions?
Yeah. No, the cushion system just pulls out from there, and then you just unscrew these legs,
right,
which takes a couple of minutes.
Yes.
And then that folds away underneath the back aft seat again.
Oh,
so you can have it either as a sunbed area or as a U-shaped seating area.
I see. Okay.
So
it's another unusual feature on the boat.
Yeah. If I just pop this back here. Yeah.
So what other locker space have we got here?
Right, underneath here you've got your 175 litre stainless steel inbuilt fuel tank,
okay,
which is filled from the side of the console back here. You've got wet storage underneath there, and then you've got storage underneath these 2 as well, which are nice big deep lockers.
Right. And I see. Okay, thank you for that. And then going forward?
Yep, forward of this, that's your anchor locker and everything in there.
Yep.
And then your anchor rope comes through this chrome fitting here, up, and you tie it off there with your self-launching anchor.
Now that's a very unusual fitting. I've never seen anything like that on a rib before. Is that a unique thing to the Polish manufacturer?
Yeah, that's a unique thing to AGA. Yeah, they're the only one that's getting hold of that at the moment. So there, you just unscrew it, pops open for allowing easy usage and everything, and then put it back over for when you're not using your anchor system.
Okay, and then you've got a fiberglass bow with an anchor fixed in the permanent position in the bow there.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't cause any problems coming alongside. I guess you have to just be aware of it.
You just have to be aware of it and everything like that. So.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. And how many chambers of buoyancy chambers have you got?
It's got 5 buoyancy chambers with pressure release valves as well.
And what fabric are you using?
We're using Hypalon.
You are?
Well, yeah, and that's Orca Hypalon. It comes with a 5-year guarantee.
Yes.
Yeah. So, which is standard.
So this boat is really designed as a spacious family cruising rib.
Yeah.
Not designed as an outright offshore powerboat like some of the ribs are. It's designed more for comfort.
Yeah, more for comfort, luxury, and sort of family usage and things like that.
Yeah. So Josh, show us what this rather interesting looking locker does, would you?
Okay. Well, underneath here you've got a water ski locker that's got a stainless steel lockable barrel as well, so it's a completely lockable locker.
Okay.
Okay, and then if you just lift it up, you've got your water ski compartment in there, and that can hold up to 2 normal water skis and a combo ski as well.
So I see it's self-draining. Any water that's in there from the ski fittings and what have you, where does that go?
That runs back into the bilge,
yeah,
and then you've got to have your bilge pump on automatic and everything like that, and so it just gets pumped.
And the bilge pump standard equipment?
Yes, the bilge pump standard equipment. Yeah.
Okay. I see you've got what appear to be deck lights in the side of the moulded top sides on the boat.
Yes, yeah. You've got 2 deck lights underneath here, which is standard, and you've also got one underneath the radar arch, which shines down onto the outboard at night time as well. And
the reason for that is?
Just purely for cosmetic.
So it's not if you're sitting in a bar, you can keep an eye on it in case somebody's nicked it?
Well, you can do that as well, yes.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very interesting boat. We've done a quick test on it. It seems to corner and perform quite well, and what we'll have to do now is do some performance figures for it, so let's get on with that, shall we?
Yes, no problem.
Okay.
Cheers.
And what is the top price, what is the price inclusive with the engine and everything that we see on this boat?
Yeah, with the 225 and the teak decks and everything, you're looking at about £37,000 with a trailer, including VAT.